the Joyful Yogini here. Happy Friday. It is time for Feel Good Friday. I am also live on Instagram. So, Feel Good Friday is a mixture of channeled messages and healing energy, and I'll pull cards for people as well. And there's a different theme every week. And this theme that came through, so I pulled a card. Here, I'll show you the card that I pulled. When I did the weekend reading, I pulled a card to find out what the theme was going to be. And I got Claircognizance. So that is the theme, is growing our intuition, trusting our intuition. And in particular, there might be more than claircognizance that comes in. So we'll see. I'm always surprised. I don't always know exactly what's going to come through the channel. So it's a nice surprise for me too. And so, but claircognizance is trusting the thoughts that come in, the inspiration that come in, that like the ideas, that knowing that you can get. So it says, pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So sometimes now I channel information for people all the time. I do one-on-one sessions, and um, I find it so easy to channel messages for other people, right? For myself, when I sit down and meditate and allow information to come through, then it feels more solid for me. But throughout the day, I'll get information that will come through, and I don't always trust it. And sometimes I will second guess these brilliant ideas, thinking that, wow, that's just a fun thing to think about, you know? But is that really possible? And of course, it's possible. I need to correct myself in that. So if that ever happens for you, yes, it is possible, because you're a manifester. Like or maybe a generator, we create our reality, and it starts with the thoughts that we have and the intentions that we set. But we also need to trust. We need to trust that that we are worthy of getting what we desire, and that we're powerful to get what we desire. But here's the thing. So I want to see what ends up channeling through, because something that I end up stumbling on with the whole trust side of things is that I will think, well, I'm here for a reason. And I know I'm meant to spread joy and vibrant sexuality. Like, I have a very powerful second chakra, and I'm a storyteller, I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, I'm an entertainer. So I know I have all those skills. And I know those skills can be utilized in so many different ways for me to live my purpose. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Welcome. So you can see if this relates to you, right? So I know I have all these skills, and I know that there are so many different things that I could do and still live my purpose. Things have really changed in how we're living on this planet now, and how we're manifesting things. We really are in a new beginning to really create the world that we want, create the life that we want, to be able to live within our bliss. And so I have these ideas of what I want to do, and they're grandiose ideas, right? And when I think about those ideas, I'm okay. There's lots of ideas. I'm a very creative thinker, and I constantly have ideas. Like, for example, I have ideas for three different TV shows that I could produce, or one is a movie, and the other two are TV shows. And I'm doing a local TV show right now, and I used to do a TV show for Rogers. Well, I'm doing a show for Rogers, but I used to do one. I did it for 4 years. We did a ton of shows, and it was a blast. And I love TV. Like, I love it. It's entertainment for me. Like, I like being that entertainer. And I like doing stage stuff. I love doing keynotes, and or just an entertainment type show. I have a one woman show that I did for about a year, like, as I was, you know, getting more comfortable in me being comedian slash entertainer, right? And so I but it's what I know, right? It's what I know. So are there some things that you've done in your life that you know you like, but how many things do we could we be good at and amazing at that we just don't necessarily know about, right? Like when I think about all the different jobs that are out there available to us, there's so many I don't know about. So that's what I stumble on is the but there's so much that I don't know about. So I don't want to zone in on something so specific. And you know what? I keep getting that message anyways is don't try to put what you want in this tight little box and lock it up. Um, oh, they're giving me the visual of I don't the music boxes where you open the jewelry box and then there's the ballerina turning in there, and you can get ones that mine had a little like key and you wind it. So I don't want everything in that tiny little box. When I think about that box, it's very limited and it's cute and it's beautiful and it's sweet, but it's also small. And I don't want to think small anymore, right? I don't want to think small. So we can use if we're open to our intuition. So let's see what comes through here. Oh, who's joining in? Who's that? I want to say hi. No way! Hey, McBride, how are you? Hi. It's good to have you here. Okay, so we're gonna see what channels through. Yeah, I have this like tension in my solar plexus right now because of anxiety that can hey anxiety that can build up based on me not wanting to think too small, not wanting to mess up because I'm not listening to the messages. I've always been a person that wants to be the best that I can be, right? So I can put so much pressure on myself. Can any of you relate to that? And so that kind of those kind of thought patterns can prevent us from believing in the intuition that's coming through. So when intuition comes through, it feels good, it feels positive, maybe even blissful. You can be in that place of, frick, that just feels so fucking good. Love that idea. It might even give you goosebumps. It might even get you excited to talk to someone else about the idea. So that's intuition. Now, when fearful thoughts come up and well, maybe it's not okay, maybe it's not right, um, maybe I'm not good enough, or sometimes it might not, the thoughts might be, they might not be so obviously in the negative, right? But you can just have this little reel playing in the background of maybe it's fear-based thoughts and maybe I should do this because this is safe. And sometimes we can come up with, well, if that doesn't work, then we'll come up with a plan B and a plan C and a plan D. Okay, here's the thing. The universe wants us to be happy. The universe doesn't want us to have a shit ass job. I've never said it in that way before, by the way. But the universe doesn't want us to have like a shit ass job where we're dragging our ass and we're moaning and groaning because we're there, and what we have to do, and how the situations and people it just causes stress and frustration and piss us off, right? The universe doesn't want us to be in that type of job. And I'm just using career as an example right now. It could be relationship, right? And so, or financial issues. They don't want us to have all this burden and feel like we have to scrape and scrimp and be scared, right? So the universe wants us to be in our power. The universe wants us to be happy. The universe wants us to shine our light bright. Because when we are shining our light bright, brightening everyone else up around us, right? So the universe wants us to be happy, to help to heal the rest of the collective. So because of that, um, our angels and guides, if you believe in that, I totally do. And I've had conversations with my angels and guides before. Hey, is that Jennifer Reynolds? No way. Hey, how are you, honey? Oh, I love seeing your pic today. What a beautiful pic. And yeah, you're just such a beautiful, beautiful woman. And I was feeling your heart about the Ukraine and everything. And like, yeah, it's pretty sad and scary what's going on over there. But I'm really glad that you brought your energy in here. So, um, so our angels and guides are giving us messages in different ways all the time, and sometimes it's just those thoughts that are popping in that just feel really great. They feel blissful. They feel on track and in alignment with who we are. It makes our hearts sing. Hey, beautiful. Just saw you were live. Wanted to say hi. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Jen. I'm so glad you did. Um, yeah, so we will get messages through our thoughts, through ideas that come in. And in order to help for that creation, so those are when those thoughts come in, you have already planted those seeds before. You have planted those seeds based on things that you've realized that you liked and things that you don't like. And then, you send out rockets of desire about what you want to create in your life. So by the time the ideas and inspiration come through, those seeds are already in the ground. And now we need to fertilize them. So we get those messages, those ideas, the inspiration, we get those messages. And all we need to do is move forward in some way to start getting them to the seeds to sprout and to grow and to root down. We need to get that rooting down, that grounding in to Mother Earth to help things to, yeah, to germinate, to grow, to start coming out of the ground. So you need to act upon it. So when you're inspired, you need to act. In regards to, I feel like I lost the stream. So just 1 second here. That's cool. I'm seeing some geometric shape. Okay, so we have some beautiful healing energy coming through, and during this stream, so as you're listening to it, if you don't listen to it all tonight and you come back another night and you listen to the rest of it or daytime, whatever, you will continue to get the healing energy that's coming through, and the energy that's coming through is helping to open up our psychic centers, so our third eye and our crown chakra. But I also feel like a heart healing is happening. I'm feeling, oh, pardon me, I feel like a lot of energy right here coming through. Okay, so we need to tune into our hearts. That will help us to decipher as to, is this accurate? Is this not accurate? Because we need to be in that place of trust. All right, so take a moment and tune in to your heart. And if you're someone who's like, what the fuck are you thinking of? Like, how do you do that? That's okay. Totally get it. It's okay. Like, we all have to start from somewhere. So you can just bring your attention to this part of your body. Just like if you were breathing in, well, hopefully you're breathing. But when I think about, let's say, conscious deep breathing or during yoga, you're going to breathe and breathe with the movements, with the flow. So we're going to get conscious with bringing your attention to our heart. And you can use the breath to help you to be conscious to that. You can even, as you breathe in, your chest rises, right? And as you breathe out, it falls. So you can just bring attention to that heart area. And so if there's a certain, yay, I'm getting a wave. If there is a certain area of your life that you want to have some positive changes in, that you've had a focus in, that yeah, I want to do this, or and you, again, you might not be specific, and that's okay, but you're wanting to create some movement in a certain area of your life to create more happiness, to create more joy, to create more love, to create more freedom, right? Does that feel good? I feel like that was like a little rampage of feeling good energies that I'm feeling in my heart right now. So breathing in and out through your heart chakra. Think about an area of your life that you want to have some beautiful positive change in, okay? And bring that into your heart right now. And if you could dream big, because we're all going to dream big, right? What would that look like? What would that look like for you? Okay. So if you want, you can stay with your eyes closed. You can stay within that heart energy, or you don't have to. So that, in what I was thinking about for myself, I've been dreaming about this for a long time. And I've noticed frustration coming up of, well, why the fuck isn't it here yet? Right? Have you had that? When you're wanting to manifest something, you're wanting to bring something into your life where you're like, come on, I've been waiting, right? But then when I think about the other things that I had manifested, I think about my little black cockapoo Gracie. She took 4 years to come in my life. My little red, my big ass furry Chewbacca, my big dog, he took 2 years to manifest. So some things will take time, you know. When my kids were young, I wanted to have one of those Fisher Price or step one, two thing, picnic tables. And I manifested that in 3 weeks. I manifested that in 3 weeks. And then I asked the universe for this playhouse, this outdoor playhouse for the kids. I manifested that in 2 weeks. So some things take a little amount of time, some things take longer, and we need to trust. And then I know I've been frustrated thinking about that. I've had these ideas, these inspiration, this knowing coming in. I'm like, awesome. And then um, when I'm not getting any type of signs as to how to move forward. So for me, because I've been practicing my intuition, growing my intuition, I now only take action when I'm inspired. So it's that inspired action to move forward. And if I'm feeling nothing, I don't want to push and push, because that's what I used to do. It's always like, I had to make this work. And then, you know, go to bed freaking exhausted because like I have to stay up to finish this, even though it's not working and it's still not working and that's not working, but I'm gonna do it, right? Like that fighting to make things work. So, I still might get into that space, but not as intensive as I used to, right? Not as intensive. I can get in that stubborn space of I'm gonna make this work, right? Um, but it used to be a lot worse. So, um, yeah, sorry, I need to hop on that channel train again here. 1 second. Okay, so now I flow. So with the inspiration, I flow with it, and I'm trusting angels and guides and everything. But then I'll be like, well, I'm not. I'm supposed to be moving forward in this area of my life. Well, I'm saying supposed to be because I have other things that need to fall into place. And I'm like, come on, this needs to happen now. And not getting any ideas and inspiration. But other different things are coming forward. Like this is coming forward and that's coming forward. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll move forward on that. And I'll move forward on that. And I'll move forward on that. And then I'll think, well, I'm not putting any energy into what I really, really want. And you can let me know if you can relate to this. So, if I'm not putting any energy into what I really, really want, my thought is, well, you know, manifestation happens where your energy is focused on. So, what wants to come through in regards to that is, um, sometimes things need to happen first. Sometimes we need to get into a really comfy place, a feel good place, like Feel Good Friday in whatever area of our life, right? We need to get super comfy, and then the big ass manifestations can come through. And sometimes it's because of that divine timing that, and then let's say you need financial flow before that can come to fruition. So they're going to bring, the universe will bring, if you're in that place of trust, they're going to bring other opportunities to you. So then you can get super comfy and feel good, and be at ease and learn new skills. And maybe it's also to start gaining the contacts that you need to make that awesomeness happen. So let's say it's going to take a year for it to fully happen. Pink black lovers in the house. Hey. So let's say it's going to take a year to come into fruition. So then maybe some other things will come in, and it doesn't mean that is going to be your lifetime career. It just means that's where you're going for now. And there's going to be people that you meet along the way and experiences that you have. They're showing me the book in my head, the Dr. Seuss, The Places You Will Go. I think it's in my son's room right now, but it's basically like you're going to run into scary stuff and exciting stuff and things that make you heart sing, and things that I already said scary, but things that terrify you, and things that anger you, and things that make you feel guilty, and things that make you feel loved and cherished, right? We're gonna run into all these different beautiful experiences, and one is not necessarily better than the other. One might feel better, but all of it is part of our journey. So we need to trust on that, on the ideas, on the inspiration that we receive, those thoughts that come in that feel good, and just believe that it's all possible, and that it will unfold as it should in beautiful divine timing. So I'm going to pull a card from here. So we can get messages in other ways too. We can get messages from other people in our life. Someone will just, and they might not think they're intuitive at all, but then they spew something out and you're like, what? And it's what you needed to hear. It sparks something. Sometimes they might say something which gives you the confirmation. I know if I'm unsure of something, I will ask my angels and guides. I'm like, I need confirmation. Somehow give me confirmation at least 3 times. I want signs. Give me the signs. And so they can give you signs in different ways. Hey, Vision Psychic Medium, welcome. It's awesome you're here again. So they can give you signs. Sometimes they'll give me signs with numbers. Okay, so if you see the number 222, right? Or 111 or 44, and you keep seeing the certain numbers again and again, that can give you confirmation. And you can look up what the numbers mean. If you've been seeing any numbers, you can let me know. I brought my numerology book. And how are you? I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. How are you doing? What does it say? Today was 333. Lots of threes. Okay, so for everyone that might be watching this, let's share what 333 is. I don't remember what the threes are. You probably do. Okay, 333. You are completely surrounded, protected, loved, and guided by the benevolent ascended masters. Anne Fleming's in the house. Hey, Anne. Oh, it's so great to have your awesome energy in the house. Love it. Yeah, so that's a beautiful message of threes. So the ascended masters are helping you right now. Anyone else seeing any numbers? I'm just gonna pull some cards. So so I was saying that we can get messages in numbers. We can get messages. Sweet, love it. Nice. We can get messages through seeing animals. We can get messages in a song, maybe a certain lyric. Oh, I feel like all these cards want to come in. Okay, so I'm gonna put, I got three cards and then another two cards that wanted to come out. Okay, so we'll see what messages come through. And again, the theme has to do with our intuition. We were talking about claircognizance, but um, there's different ways that you can also get those messages, right? So sometimes maybe you might taste something in your mouth or a certain smell will come up, or you get a feeling in a certain part of your body, right? Maybe you get visions, right? You get little a picture that like pops into your head. That's the picture thing. That's not something I could always do. And really, it's been new since sometime in COVID. It started actually with the images, except for if I was in meditation before, then I could get some pictures that would come up, but it was more so rare. So it's yeah, we're all opening up our psychic abilities, right? They're all expanding right now, which is beautiful. Okay, so the first card that wanted to come up is gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. So, what wants to come through for this is being gentle with yourself right now. I think that is super important because I know, do you have a tendency to be hard on yourself? Because that's what I was saying before. Is I can be really hard on myself, not doing a good enough job. Well, I've come a long way with that. I embrace myself more, and yeah, I feel like I was talking an old pattern there, right? But sometimes it will come up. Maybe not as often as it used to. But if we say kind words to, oh, I'm yawning again. This tends to happen when I'm channeling. So my apologies. Um, when um, when you're gentle with yourself, you are giving yourself love, and that is going to your heart. And so it resonates or it vibrates the color pink. And that beautiful self love not only helps to expand that heart chakra to raise the vibration of the heart chakra, so it's not thick and heavy, it's open and clear. It brings you more clarity to know what you love and what you like. And when you embrace and love yourself, you're embracing the uniqueness of yourself, which allows you to have clarity of what you want, so you can see it in your heart, so you can feel it in your heart, so you can start to make decisions from your heart. So that gentleness is super important. We also need to be careful about who we're hanging around with, right? Like we need to surround ourselves with people who will also love and appreciate us. Not the harshness it not only muddies our energy, it can affect so many chakras, like not only your heart, but it can affect your solar plexus. It can affect your sacral chakra, right? Your joy, your creativity. It can affect so much, and it makes your vibration heavier, thicker. It makes you more tired, and but that's not from that. But I've noticed a difference in myself because the past, I think it's almost 2 weeks, I haven't been around the heaviness that I normally have been on a daily basis. And I feel a lot happier. But I'm also going through a big healing now that I'm stepping away from it. It was also really affecting my nervous system too. Like I've been more shaky than normal. Like it was really ramping up, and my nervous system was really. So now it's finally like decompressing a little bit more, especially by the second week. So, the more gentleness you can bring to yourself, the more clarity in what you want and what you need and what's good for you, and that you'll embrace yourself for that and allow yourself to move forward in going after what will make you happy. Nice dress, thanks. It's actually a shirt. This is it's a shirt that one of my friends who live in town, she was getting rid of stuff in her closet. So she gave me some of her clothes, and she always dresses so nicely. So thanks for the hearts. I'm so grateful to get this piece. It like just fits. It's like one of those I gotta like squeeze into it. So I don't know if I'll end up having like a rip under here or something, but anyways, it's thank you. I'm glad you like it. All right. So then, oh, the next card is awesome. Celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on around here. A celebration to last down the years. Come on, join me. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Celebration. That song came up earlier this week. I think it was, I don't remember if it was Intuition Wednesday or if it was the weekly reading. Big hugs. Thanks, Anne. Mwah. So let's see what the card says here. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success, enjoy your achievements. Okay, so you, whatever ideas and inspiration you had, and however you were taking action, if you, and you can still take action, right? We just got the new moon on Wednesday, so definitely take action this week in any way you feel like you should be taking action. And this is yeah, like it's happening. Okay, like you are successful, and you will start to yawn again. You will start to see. I'm so sorry if I'm making you yawn. You will start to see some signs of how your success. I feel like within the next 2 weeks you will, so this will be before the full moon, right? Within the next 2 weeks, you will get some signs of this success. You will have an opportunity to, or a reason to celebrate. So, you've been listening to your intuition. You got it. You were getting those ideas. You were getting that knowing. Okay, this next card. I'm gonna yawn it again. I was trying not to show you just so I didn't have to make you yawn. New Vision says, my kids, 5, 6 years old, sing that one. Nice. Oh, I bet you have the cutest kids. And Anne says, woohoo. Love it. And thanks for the hearts. Okay, strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through the other side. Look for the gifts in the situation. Okay, love it. So, whatever you've been going through, everyone's been going through shit. I had to go to Staples and get some things scanned and everything. And I was talking to one of the ladies there that knows me. We've known each other for years. It's like Cheers going to the bar, Jackie. Anyways, so she was helping me with the computer and to do the scanning and stuff. And she was just chatting about everything that was going on in her life, and she's got a lot of shit going on in her life. And yeah, I think almost everyone I talk to, they've got some shit going on. And for some people it's physical, other people it's mental, emotional, it's relationship, it's career, it's money, it's a whole combination of those things, right? Everyone's got something going on right now that's been a bit of a struggle and needing to step in your power. And maybe you're needing to break through some fears and do some things that you're not used to doing. So for me, some things, this will seem really silly. This is not really my struggle, but it's been part of what I've needed to do to stand in my power. So I changed the doorknob on my bedroom because I wanted one with a lock. And it didn't, you can't see any screws, so it was all like covered up. I'm like, how do I change this? And so I had some friends on the line and like messaging and stuff like that, and YouTube videos, and I figured it out. And then, our stove broke, and I ended up having to get a new stove. And this is, normally I would do it in a partnership, but it was me doing it and looking at them and buying it and making it happen. And then our dishwasher broke, and then so we needed to get a new dishwasher, and then it wasn't installed properly, and it was filling up with water. And I wanted to see if I could figure out how to release the water, right? So I was going in and had my dad on the line, and I was taking out filters and stuff. And it's just not something I would normally do, right? And so it might sound really silly to some of you who like do that kind of stuff all the time. It's like no problem. But for me, it was like, okay, I'm not used to doing it. And I need to get used to doing that because I'm going to be getting a place on my own, right? So I need to get used to like changing a furnace filter and, and all that fun stuff. So, um, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I can't get the whole tune, but you know that song. I can hear it better than when I can sing it right now. But yeah, so whatever stuff has been kind of pushing you beyond uh, your limits, or maybe I shouldn't say limits, your perceived limits, pushing you beyond your comfort level. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Breaking through those fears to yeah, to make shit happen. And then sometimes you're wanting to make that shit happen, and it's a struggle. Remember how I mentioned that before? So sometimes you have to be patient. Patience has come up several times. So trust that you will be getting the messages in beautiful divine timing. So move forward as you will. So for example, I have a lawyer now, and um I'm not getting any information back right now at all. I'm just like, should we move forward on some stuff right now? Like get going. And it took me so long to finally get this lawyer. I was trying to get a certain one, and then they're like, try in 2 weeks, and then I did. And they say try in more weeks, and then I did. They're like, maybe next month, and I'm like, fuck, okay. And then I tried another one. Anyways, I went through all these different processes to finally get one, and then it's still like snail's fucking pace, right? I'm like, all right, I surrender. And that's what we need to do, is surrender to the timing, to the process. We don't have to push. And maybe right now, if things seem slow, we need to embrace that because things are picking up. Things will pick up. And we kind of need to have a bit of downtime. So then we're like, okay, now we're ready, right? So if we take the time to enjoy where we're at, we'll be even more ready, and we can enjoy where we're at instead of being like, come on. Why not be a little bit more comfortable right now? It's your choice. It depends on your thought patterns, right? It depends on the type of reality you're willing to create for yourself. Okay. I thought I could drink the whole thing, but then it's getting a little ridiculous. So I'll just take some more later. All right. The next card here. Here we go. Intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. I think this card couldn't be any more perfect, right? It can't be any more perfect. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. Okay, I gotta point this out. See the shape of the wings? That's a fucking vagina. But that's creation, right? That's creation. You know what? That's obviously where my mind tends to go there, but that is creation. And it's like it's open and you're about to give birth to that. So, okay, thanks for the imagery. Yeah. Okay. So be clear and decisive. Now we were talking about this. And so you know what you want and you can focus on what you want, but we need to be open for moving forward in what presents. Okay? And sometimes what presents is going to simply create the energy that's needed by doing the action of this and this and this. You're in that creation mode of moving forward. So even if you're not getting signs about what to do, that's specific about that decisive, clear manifestation that you want, but nothing is coming up for that, which is okay. That's fine. That's divine timing. But then you're getting messages here and here and here. And as you take action on these things, then it's that creation energy moving forward that is helping you to feel at peace that you're getting somewhere and that you're trusting in the beautiful unfoldment that's going to happen because things can open in weird and wild ways, right? You know you want to go here. You can't see me outside of the camera there. Not that it matters. I'm reaching way over there. So you know you want to go there. But what you don't know is maybe going here is going to end up being a direct route over there. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a long boat ride or a train ride or an airplane. Maybe it's going to be like a teleportation type of thing, like that. And then it happens. Or maybe it'd be like riding your bike around the block. They wanted to throw that in too. So things can happen in very creative ways. And so we need to trust in that. Oh, Everly Faith. Hey, welcome, welcome. I saw that you liked one of my things today or something. Yeah, so anyways, thank you. Okay, so we got the intention card. So set that intention, be decisive. And then the next card. This is the last one. Ooh, what a beautiful card. Past lives. I'll show you the card first. Past lives. The artwork on these cards are amazing. It's my Oracle of Unicorns deck. I love the artwork on these cards. Okay, past lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. And I love how on her dress and on the mane of the horse, there's green and purple. So this is, oh, her breasts are nicely shaped with some vines going. It looks very sexy. Just saying. I just noticed that. Oh, I want to read what that says. And there's purple coming from the mane as well. And so this is healing the heart, and then it is drawing in your intuition. So you're moving forward using your intuition to clear your karma. And we have been clearing our karma, but the universe has also been bringing us some experiences right now to show us our past and what we're moving beyond. It's coming in maybe a little bit of a different form, but if you look at it closely, you're like, oh, that's kind of what I just came from. It's just in a different package, but that's what I just came from. I'm not going there. I'm stepping away from that. And that every time we do that and get that clarity, it's that process of stepping away from that karma. I'm not going there anymore. Okay, this makes so much sense to my situation. I know what I got to do. Oh, so good. Awesome. Sweet. Oh, that's so great. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, so we are moving beyond it and think about those relationships that have been popping into your life in different ways as of maybe the last 6 months. Um for sure the last 2 to 3 months, and see how it is a reflection of what you are healing. And then also notice the people that have been coming in that are part of that new beginning. The people that you're like, wow, I didn't know this could feel so good, like the ones that are accepting you, that are bringing you that happiness, that joy, that fun, that playfulness, that openness, that creativity, and that love that you haven't had in, let's say, your life, and in either so long or maybe not in this lifetime, right? And I know, like, I've gone through some past life regressions, and I have seen some of the lifetimes that I've had. I've had several lifetimes with my ex. And so that's what I'm healing in this lifetime. I also met up with someone in this lifetime that um was from a past life, like this incredible love, this love that was so fucking deep, like just it. And I got the whole feeling of it into this past life regression. It was so fucking good. And then I met them in this lifetime, and I felt, just because I'm an empath, right? I felt the energy immediately. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah. It was very cool, but we're not meant to be with each other in this lifetime. And then so when I saw them like several years later, I'm like, yeah, it's not there. It's that I was meant to reconnect, kind of like that, hey, how you doing? Type of thing. Long time no see, right? But we're not meant to have that in this lifetime together. But see, these are signs. These were signs that we can get by running into certain people within our life about, ooh, you can have this type of thing going on in your life, right? It might be in a different form, but doesn't that feel good? Wouldn't that be cool to have that type of connection? And then you look at where you're at and where you're unhappy, and what you can let go of in order to create those beautiful changes, so we can heal those past lives. All right, so that's it. Say sa. Those are the messages that want to come through in regards to growing our intuition, trusting your intuition, and in particular, we did a lot about claircognizance there, getting those messages and trusting them. Do you want me to pull a card for you, or do you have a question? Do you um, want to ask the universe something and see what comes through for you? You can let me know, because um, it would be an honor to do that. It's 8:50, and my glasses seem very dirty. Oh well, I don't have any Kleenex here. So, does anyone, before I wrap this up, anyone? And if you're interested in joining any of my yoga classes, they're over Zoom and for different levels, right? And I also do one-on-one. So if you're not interested in doing it in a group environment, you want to have one-on-one, I do that. And it can also be couples too, or a family together. So that's available. And then I do one-on-one healing and energy sessions. Okay, what direction should I push to get more clients? Okay, anything you get would be appreciated. Okay. And this is going to sound silly, but I think I'm saying this for anyone who might be watching this. So you use the word push, and I know it's a term, right? You want to, I totally get the term, but every word has a vibration. And so, um, as opposed to push to make something happen, because it's almost like it pushes the energy away. When you think about, I want to push it good, da na 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 na, da na, break your mama's back. Hey, bearded rock alchemist, how are ya? Crack that whip. That song is. I'm definitely in. I got some music going on tonight. Celebration. I can't remember what the other one was, and then we're gonna crack the whip. So, okay, so about the pushing, it will actually push it away. So, what you want to create, how, yeah, to create a bigger client base, to grow your client base. So, even that terminology can help create the energy that will draw it to you. So, I'm going to pull a card for you. I'm going to use my Manifest Your Magnificence deck. Okay. And if anyone else wants me to pull a card, let me know now, because otherwise I will wrap it up after this. Okay, let's see. We'll see what comes through with these kids cards. Okay. I am friendly. I attract others with my positive thoughts and words. Pardon me. So being your authentic self and getting some social media posts out there, videos out there that allow people to see the real you, the authentic you, the raw you, and your beautiful, soft, and playfulness. So what videos can you do and what posts can you do to bring out that? It's not about being a persona, it's about being you and allowing that beautiful uniqueness to glow from you, to come from you. And when that authentic you is just like, okay, everyone, this is me, you know, then, or this is me, however you want to do it. um, yeah, so when that will draw everyone to you as you're radiating your light. So that authenticity is coming through, and it's yeah, it's like changing the energy of your social media. The energy, it's like it needs a bit of a decluttering. It needs like a feng shui type of thing, more airy and light and friendly and personable, like getting to know you. Getting people want to get to know you, and um even just what you do in the pastime, like when you're not doing psychic readings and stuff like that, right? Like when you're just like hanging out, what does that look like? And maybe adding that to your stories. Bearded rock alchemist, yes. I'll start some lives then. Yeah, you should. Absolutely. And then I am active. When I do things, I feel alive and free. So getting outside and trying to get out there no matter what the weather, just dress appropriately, get outside and move. But I'm also, because that is going to elevate your energy level, it's going to help you to flow, it's going to bring in that more masculine side within you, that action oriented, let's get going. And that fresh air feels really important of getting out there and grounding and like hoofing it, right? But what's also coming through is also with your stories, let's say, the fun things that you do. Because if you give yourself the goal of so many times a week posting something fun that you're doing to elevate your spirits, to bring out that playful side in you, that creative side, then you'll be not only inspiring other people to do that, so help to bring in their own intuition, their own playfulness, but you'll also be helping you to do it because you're setting those goals for yourself. And let's say you're going to do that twice a week. I'm going to post something about doing something fun and playful and feel good. And maybe it's like a self-care thing, and maybe it's going out to a park thing or whatever it is. But post that to inspire, and that will help you to. And if you do a lot of them outside, then I don't like that saying kill two birds with one stone. Don't fucking kill birds. It's cruel. Stop killing birds. But you can do two things or get two things accomplished with one activity, right? And you will feel free and alive. And there's one more card that came out for you. Yes, love it. Thanks. Oh, Canucks is here. Sweet. Okay. Are you laughing at the two birds? Okay. The next one is I am special. I am special. The most important person in my life is me. So I think the message in here is twofold. It might be threefold, actually. Okay, so let's see where this goes. So you're a beautiful person, right? And sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we are a beautiful person from the inside out. And our imperfections make us the perfection of the uniqueness of who we are. So fully embrace that and allow that rawness to come out within your posts, your Instagram posts and such. Because the more I was talking about being authentic before, but authentic raw sometimes. And but okay. Okay, it's not necessarily, I'm not saying this, so if you're in a shit crap mood, you're gonna be like, fuck the world. Like, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that when you've had an experience and you got into a raw, vulnerable place, and then what did you do? What was your process to get out of that? And maybe even pulling cards, and you're saying, okay, I'm feeling low right now, or I didn't have the best day, and I'm going to pull some cards with some messages. And if any of you can relate to this, like maybe if you're watching this, maybe you needed to get the same messages to help you through your day, right? And then so you can pull some cards to help not only you, but to help other people to get themselves into a better space. Okay? So those are the messages that wanted to come through. I hope you took notes. Did you take notes? Well, I guess you could always watch this again. Awesome. Well, I didn't get any other messages for other people wanting reading. So I'm just going to wrap this up. Love it. Thank you. You're so welcome. And thanks for coming on again. So from my light to your beautiful, amazing light, namaste. So I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube first. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And then over